What's up, my legends? It's Scion. We are back, and I just wanted to show this fight because people were asking me because I had said it in Discord, so I got DMs, and I should have never said it. Well, I beat Nikita with Marduk, and then people were like, "Bro, you gotta put that on YouTube." And I was like, "Man, this fight was sloppy, and I can't even. I can do it half the time." Beating Nikita, like I really did not want to really show this because, like I said, it's an ugly win, but it's a win and it works. I can win half the time, but it's not something that I would call a guide. So this is not a guide. Do not like go look at signs. This is not a guide. I'm telling you guys right now, this is just how I'm winning ugly. Right now with a ragtag team of characters that I never use. I don't use any of these characters at all. Deimos, I actually like Deimos, but I don't use them. And let's just I'll show you what they have. Like you'll see how ragtag are like. Their runes are not optimized. Actually, this is what Deimos has. You can slow it down if you wish to look at it. This is Esna. Like none of this is optimized. This is just stuff that I had there for the longest time. Like this is Marduk. Marduk actually does exceedingly well in this dungeon. Alright. I don't even have Karen's last hero talent. And I had a 6-star Verdandi. So what I'm pretty much gonna do, we're gonna go in and I'm gonna explain, you know, what happened, why it happened, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, this is at 1.5 speed, and you're gonna notice right away that I got the homie Marduk in the middle, and the main purpose of this is just to wipe out wipe out these little, I guess, warthogs or pigs, whatever the hell they are. Concentrate on one, knock it out. You cannot bring anything other than water in here. If you do, they will rage the fuck out and multi-attack you. And if you lose anybody during this round, they will actually get a buff and start hitting even harder. So you just do not want to even be bothered with that. Bring a water team in there, even if you have to use a SR and you don't have any other characters, that is fine. Lydia and Ica work really well in the place of Marduk. I'm using Marduk because he just works well. He works exceedingly well on stage 3. I will show you why in a second. But again, you see he just soaks up damage and they can't really kill him. There's nothing in here that kill him, including the boss. Like the boss has a tough time with him as well. So you pretty much see that the Warthog went down relatively easy. I am trying to make sure to spam as much as I can. Excuse me, Deimos is 1. You see my voice is still struggling a bit. This round, what you want to do is the minute that you get that armor debuff, you just want to defend and get rid of it. You just don't mess around. Don't try to get extra DPS because it's just gonna get you killed eventually. So you just want to make sure that whoever gets the debuff, this gets rid of the debuff. Let your DPS do their job. If you have Marduk like I'm doing, you see Marduk and that negates a lot of the attack that he actually is gonna get hit with. If he gets the debuff himself, just defend and just keep out your defense up on the rest of your team because that actually does help you a lot. We found that out generally because Ian has that buff too, but Ian's is a passive. Marduk's you have to actually cast it, which is probably one of his downfalls. They probably should change that and change him to having just a straight passive, and that would help him out a lot, the same way that it helps Ian out. Again, you see, like, you know, pretty much like the boss can't really do much even when it's enraged, as long as you don't attack and allow things to be screwed up. You see me defending right there. There is a point that he probably will cheese you and get you and a crash, like when you have armor crash, and then he'll do that spin around and catch you. But for the most part, like this is well under control for the, you know. See, he's not really doing much. He didn't armor crash me right there, so I got that hit off, and then I put the extra defense out just in case. And that you see, it didn't really do a lot to the team at all. Kept everybody alive. All right, so Nikita. Alright, Nikita, what I was trying to do is, again, I just wanted to put some damage in on her and, you know, get my Deimos the AoE heal. There he did. He just did it right there, which full healed everybody, which is sexy. So you always want to have multi on Deimos because Deimos is probably super awesome with multi with as far as getting that Black Prayer out. All right, so here's where I like Marduk in this particular wave. When Warthog is standing next to her and he's taunted, he can still hit her, and his 2 and his 3 still hits her. So it's like he's not even a wasted spot. He's just gonna absorb as much damage as he can and cause that debuff. And you see the defense decrease on that right there. That actually worked on her, which, you know, sometimes it doesn't work on bosses, but that worked on her. So when we actually get some DPS on her, it actually did. You see, like, I did pretty good damage, and I'm well ahead of the timer with this team. Like, we're well ahead of the timer. The Verdandi is doing pretty good damage too. All right, so we're just looking. Now see, I paused right there to see what I wanted to do and see who was debuffed and what's gonna happen right there. And I realized I couldn't do anything with him right there, so I just let him attack her. I used her AoE right there to hit everybody, so I actually still hit Nikita, even though like she was gonna be taunted and aiming at one of the Warthogs. Basically looking at the health right there again. I decided to try to get Black Prayer out again, but it actually did its job. It healed Karen, and I needed Karen to defend at that point. I needed to defend with Marduk at this point. Again, I used that, caused to hit everybody, including Nikita. Got the defense buff on people so they can actually take that hit. Again, now you see Marduk, you know, pretty much absorbed that damage again. I'm looking at the health again. I decided to go for it right here. I let Marduk, well, there's not much I could do for Marduk anyway, but I put the buff damage up on Verdandi. And I believe I decided to heal right here. Oh, no, I should have tapped. Which worked, so that put down everybody else. And I actually did a clutch heal right here. You're gonna see it coming up. I did that, so that negated her attack. And that pretty much wiped out her. So, yep. That heal was clutch though. I was like, yes, Deimos coming through with that clutch. Deimos is actually a fun character sometimes, man. You just iframe stuff, and he'd be like, nah, son, you can't have that. Give me this W right here real quick. So that's pretty much how I did it. How I took down the fight. Win with what you have, guys. Win how you can win. That's my advice for you guys. So like and subscribe. Catch you guys in the next video. Be legendary and good luck on your fights.